Now
Now.
we're live. Okay, welcome to this very second part of episode 2 of International Jugger Talks. This part will be about the Summer Cup, and yes, it's of course sponsored by Zonkinder and Balamogulis shirts, as you can see. Still, it's not changing. Before we start, I think we should speak a little about Spanish national tournament system and the tournament system in itself. Baldwin, what you think about it? What you have prepared for this?
Okay, so the tournament system in Spain works like this. On the organization part, there's FEG, the Federación Española de Jagger, or Jagger Spanish Federation, that regulates and controls the four main tournaments that are held one in each season of the year. That is autumn, winter, summer, and spring cups, called like this, and they are held. Okay, we'll go. The one that opens the season is the Winter Cup, held normally in February in Murcia. Then comes the Spring Cup, which has had so far 2 editions and is held in Alicante around April or May. Then there's the Summer Cup, which is held this weekend, that is starting tomorrow, which is the main topic of this conversation tonight, which is held in Valencia in mid-July. And the season ends in September or October with the Autumn Cup, which is held in Madrid. Normally, after the Autumn Cup, there's a break of 3 months during the winter. And during these 3 months, the rule book changes are discussed, and they are applied, and they start to be applied from Winter Cup of next year's Winter Cup. And more or less, that's how Jugger tournaments work. There's also a lot of small regional tournaments that are held all over Spain. Particularly in smaller regions which don't have their own national tournament like this. And we rate our tournaments with a series of criteria depending on the number of teams attending, the number of top 10 in the ranking teams attending, what are the other criteria? There's if it's a league, because there are also the local leagues in each city, it gets more points. And like this, we rate the tournaments from A, B, C, or D, depending on their importance, being A the most important ones. And they give points proportionally from the first position to the last one to all the participant teams for the national ranking. You can see this national ranking at the web page of the FEG, which is fejagger.es, or you can just Google FEG. Right in Jagger, because otherwise it will get weird results. And you can find the ranking there if you are interested. So I think this clears up for the people who are not from Spain how our sports works here, how we organize, and that there's a big tournament every 3 months, more or less. And this week in Summer Cup, and we want to discuss the group stage. How's the word, Stefan, for sorteo? The ballot?
Draw.
Yeah, the draw has been made, so we already have the groups. Maybe Stefan can overprint them in the screen if he's so kind, so you can see.
Yes, of course. I have one more question, actually.
Yeah, sure.
I have one more question. What is, compared to other national tournaments in Spain, how interesting or how high rated is the Summer Cup?
Okay, the Summer Cup is well known because it's a hell of a heat. It's like 38 degrees or 40 degrees all day long, so it gets really complicated to compete at top level. And this is the thing that this year Summer Cup organizers are trying to fight over. And to do so, they will make a break, I believe, from midday to 5 p.m., the times where the sun hits the most. And they will try to... we won't play in these hours. We'll actually have a swimming pool where we can swim and just rest for 5 hours, eat peacefully, and then keep playing when the sun is setting and there's not so much heat. Also, all the 4 national tournaments I mentioned, like winter, summer, spring, and autumn, they have around 30 to 45 teams, depending on each tournament. And they are all rated Class A, which means they award, I believe, 2,000 points to the winner. Just so you make an idea, I believe the first team right now is Tercios, and they are around 5,000 or 7,000 points.
But okay, compared to the other national tournaments, how important is the Summer Cup?
I think they are all rated equally important because they are all Class A tournaments, and they are most assuredly the only Class A tournaments in the calendar. All the others are regional tournaments. Sometimes they reach Class B. Most of them are Class C, depending on who's holding them and the attendance. So since they are the 4 tournaments providing the most points, they are the ones where all the big teams usually attend. And I believe from the top 10 teams of Spain, around 8 or 9 are present in this tournament, and they are usually present there in every Summer Cup. So can we see the groups, or?
Of course. Give me a second.
How is actually the system for getting out of groups? It's like
exactly.
Okay, this varies from one tournament to another, but usually there are groups. For example, if there are, let's say, 40 teams, they will most likely make, okay, that's a bad number, maybe 36 teams, they will make 6 groups of 6 teams, for example. So they will just pull the ranking out and take the 6 first teams on it, and those will make the pool number 1, from 7 to 12, pool number 2, and so on. And they will draw one team from each pool, and that way, I think it's a system which is used in Germany too, so it should be familiar to most people. So as you can see, in this tournament, there are 7 teams. So they pick the 7 first teams in the ranking: Berracos, Ninjas, Tiponejos, Midnight, FDK, Magnetopollos, and Tercios. And then they pick all the second string teams, which is the second row, from Dragon Storm to Ravens, and so on. Sometimes they draw 6 different ballots, and sometimes they just draw the first and the second one, and all the other teams below that are just in a separate pool altogether. So this depends on the organizers and can vary, but it's usually more or less this system with little variances from one tournament to another. Okay, so now that we are more or less familiar with this tournament, with the group stage at least, I will explain how the Sunday works, which is the single elimination round, which will decide which teams are playing for the medal positions. All the first and second, all these teams in each group we play against each other, all of them. So that makes for 6 teams per group and 5 teams per group. That would make 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 matches on the big groups, and 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 matches on the groups E, F, and G. Therefore, when all the matches are done, teams will be classified on their group according to the number of wins and losses, and the first team and the second team will be immediately qualified for Sunday, and among the third qualified teams, they will play single elimination rounds between each other until there are only 2 remaining, and these 2 remaining will be the 15th and 16th teams qualified, making the 16 teams that advance into the round of 16 on Sunday.
Yes.
Does this rule of the 3 teams apply as well to the smaller groups, or only the ones from the big groups are going to play this?
No, I think it applies. Okay, I'm speaking by heart now. I don't remember, but I think it applies to all the teams. There was no difference. That, of course, gives a little bit of advantage in this case to the groups with less teams, but I think it's the best solution possible when you have an uneven number of teams.
Yeah.
That you cannot split on a regular, In this case, there was like 38, because Cerberus, what you can read there, Hueco de Cerberus in Group D. Actually, that team disqualified because they couldn't attend the tournament in the last second. So they decided to. So the Group D is actually comprised of 5 teams.
Okay, let's start speaking about the groups. I think
sure.
It looks quite obvious who's going to qualify in which group. Because when you say the first and the second are always qualifying, in every group it's looking like there's no upset potential. Or you do see any upset potential anywhere?
I do. I do.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Also,
let's go group by group. I think it's going to
there's
be interesting
upset
like this.
potential between the first and the second place as well. Remember that. Not only who
Yeah.
classifies, but who classifies how.
Okay.
Yeah, it's relevant because I don't know for Summer Cup specifically, because this varies from one tournament to another. But often the teams who qualify in first position will pair against teams who have qualified in second position. So this is really relevant because if you, for example, in the Group B where there's Ninjas and Jagermeister, those are two strong teams that can fight each other in more or less. Okay, any team can win there. So what will happen is that one of them will be qualified second position, and the difference is huge because we are speaking about an opponent in the level of Valar Morgulis, Helsing, Hypnosapos, Ravens, Cougars, Dragonstorm, or Binato Warriors, compared to an opponent in the level of Ciponejos, FDK, or Tercios Españoles, or Berracos. So the difference here is that will be a really interesting group B, I believe. But okay, maybe I'm going too fast here. Let's start with Group A and let's go group by group and do it in an organized way. Okay, so Group A. We see the team who qualified from the ranking in second position was Dragonstorm, and Berracos was the head of the group.
I don't even know Dragonstorm actually.
Okay.
I don't know who they are.
Maybe Asensi can talk to us about Dragonstorm a little bit. I think they are from Alicante.
They are from Alicante, and I knew all of them. I trained with them a lot of time, and I think they in this group maybe they can be the second team. Really, I don't know the players of Binato. Maybe is the other. Yeah, Binato Warriors. They are from Zaragoza.
Yeah, Binato Warriors is the team from people, I believe, from normally Plan B and other teams from Zaragoza, and they usually form a very decent squad. I think they most likely will be stronger than Dragonstorm, so I believe there will be here the first most likely surprise, where I think Berracos should fix their first position with not a big big deal.
Sure. The first is Berracos.
By far.
Yeah, most likely.
By far.
Yes. But it will be interesting to see if indeed does Binato Warriors surpass Dragonstorm and fix their second position.
But I don't know because the Dragonstorm I don't know the exactly team they have now in this tournament, but they don't have. I don't know. It's an interesting match, I think. But I want to win Dragonstorms. Yeah, I think.
Of course, you're cheering for them.
I go with Dragonstorms.
No, of course.
They can win. I think they can win.
Let's check the second group there.
That will be an interesting match. Yeah. I'm sure.
No, Hispanos is from Spain too, but they are. It's a new team. Some of really I don't know which team is that.
I don't know.
Ciponejas.
I've never heard of Ciponejas.
Yeah, they are the
girlfriends.
The girlfriends of Ciponejos. They are the girlfriends of Ciponejos. Let's talk about the Group B.
Okay, Group B. Yes. This is your group, Sensi.
Okay, Sensi, your expectations about Group B. What do you think?
What do you think will happen?
We will win all the matches.
Of course, that's man.
Alejandro and Noé attending the Summer Cup?
No, Noé is going to play Noé, but not Jandro. Jandro they are, but we have Raba. And Raba, you know Raba?
No, I don't think I do.
No.
Who's this?
It's a good kete. It's a really good.
Yeah, is the kete that played the winter with you when Jandro was?
Yeah,
I know.
It's really good. It's really good. And we have a chain from the Ninjas B, and we have another chain, and it's a newbie. But we don't have the Chino. We don't have
you can't win tournaments without an Asian guy.
we don't have the Asian guy. But we have a good team, and we think we are going to win
Why
Jagermeister.
do you think you will win the game against Juggermeister?
Okay.
It's a secret strat. He's
Yeah.
checking if he can tell us.
Yes. Mike is standing
my
in the corner
assistant.
there.
I
Okay.
have my assistant there.
Yeah.
No, I think we can win this because the last game we play against them, we have a really good, really hard match, but we win. So this is not different. I think we can win easily. Not easily, maybe, but it's a hard game. I think
Yeah.
we have a good game. We don't have Antiquete. We have only Girona. We don't have Mike.
Oh, really?
We only have one Antiquete, but he's good against the left chain with Sete.
Set.
I don't know.
So people can quote you on this, and it is recorded. You will beat Jägermeister easily.
Yeah, and the other I want to play against Elements. I think I never play against them, and the other teams I don't know. Down Brigade is
There has never been a Ninjas Elements because there are two teams who have been around the circuit for years already.
yeah. I think I don't know if in Valencia in one tournament we play or maybe not. I think it was Runaways. I think or Ravens, but I think I never play against Elements. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Do you think it could be an interesting match because they are a team who has a lot of experience, like they've been playing for years too.
they play good, but I think it's not. We can win this game too easily. I
Okay,
think.
so you are convinced you are picking first spot and Jagermeister is picking second spot.
Yeah.
Is Elements
Absolutely.
picking third?
Yeah, I think Elements will come out third. Here, maybe they will be one of the two teams in third position who are most likely gonna qualify. Don't you think for like as the 15th and 16th team who will qualify to the round of 16th on Sunday?
Maybe Runaways. I think.
Oh, really?
You think Runaways can beat Elements?
No. Elements beat Runaways.
Okay.
Yes.
Elements is third in this team. I think in this group I think is third.
Okay, so
fourth Runaways, and the other two I don't know. I don't know the other two.
okay, so Group
Down
C.
Brigade and Infames.
Yeah, let's talk about Group C.
This is an interesting group, I believe, too. There are like two clear teams which are superior to the others, of course, Ciponejos and Spookers. But I think it's worth mentioning that Ciponejos has recently they lost their chain, Hanks or Salva, as he's known. So they kind of got a bump there when they lost Salva, and their tournament success has decreased. Where they were a team competing in the finals often with Tercios and with FDK, and suddenly they were okay in not so good positions. They suffered a lot from not having another chain. They have another chain, Zorro, but he's not attending all that many tournaments. I don't know if he's coming to Summer Cup, but if they could find a replacement of if Zorro is coming, I think it would be a very important to determine whether they can beat Spookers or not. Because otherwise, it will be a very even match, in my opinion.
Okay, you have played against both of them, one in the Spring Cup and the other you live in Madrid. So if the chain is not attending, if Zorro is not attending, they have to play like they did in Spring. Who would you favor to win?
Okay. I'm going to assume that Spookers is having their strongest lineup. Okay, so in that situation, I think Spookers can beat Ciponejos.
Me too.
As I said, it will be very, very even. Stefan, thank you for showing us your Facebook.
Oh. Oh my god.
You should have pasted the password so we can troll you.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so as I was saying, from one hand, I don't think currently Ciponejos has a good solution for the left-handed chains from Spoogers, which are quite strong, both of them, Russo and Juanan, and they're used to have this kid who left for Asdrubal, who left for Tercios, which was pretty decent blocking left-handed chains, and now they can use maybe Pedro Ruiz, but it's not the same. Like they don't have someone who is really who one of his main skills is to block left-handed chains. Of course, for right-handed chains they have Losa, which we already know he's very good at chain blocking, but they will struggle there. If Spoogers can make their plan work, which I believe will be give time for their left-handed chains to make the plays, they can end up being favored. But I could be wrong here, and I think anything can happen. It will be very interesting to see.
I think the same.
What about Desertores? What about them?
I think they are one step below. I believe they are the main contenders for third position, I believe, and they will lock third position in with no big effort. But unless the two top teams, as Ciponejos and Spoogers, unless they have a very bad day or they lost focus or they just don't respect Desertores enough, if they just play their game, they are most likely. I think they will win.
Potential percentage chance for an upset.
For what? Sorry.
For a potential percentage chance for an upset of Desertores against Spoogers or Ciponejos.
Okay, against Spoogers, I would say pretty low. But against Ciponejos, since we are not factoring the fact that they may not even have a chain, then I would rate it like 30% maybe percentage of seeing a surprise, which will depend a lot on the fact that maybe if Ciponejos can find a replacement for their chain, and if they respect Desertores enough, considering that they've lost one of their main and most important players, and one of the chains I consider that are one of the best I know in Spain. Okay.
Next group, Group
D. That's my group, where there's
Valar.
There are 5 teams because Hueco de Cerberus, which is the 6th team there. Cerberus.
That's a pretty cool name, actually.
Well, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Cerberus is spot.
Cerberus spot, yeah. Actually, Cerberus joined for the tournament, but they couldn't attend it, so the organizers just decided to drop them out. And now Group D consists of only 5 teams. Gina Donuts, Blancanieves y los 7 Dragones del Norte, Tribu Mahud, Valar Morgulis, and
what a wonderful name.
Let me check this. Like it seems quite obvious. Like who got to take the first 2 spots, Midnight Fighters and Valar. But the interesting thing is talking about how do you think we succeed against Midnight Fighters?
Yeah.
Okay, who is coming with you actually?
Okay, I can tell you that. We are coming. Okay, so Gatsu got injured, so he's not coming. So we don't have our main chain.
You're weak now.
Yeah. Okay, we have a good.
Okay, Baldwin, is this the hand injury?
No.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the fact that he was stepped over. No. This
okay.
has to do with, I believe it was his knee or something like this. I don't remember anymore. I don't usually pay much attention when Gatsu complains.
From me to Corvus, in fact.
Don't be so mean. Tell me who's coming with you.
Okay, so there's, of course, me, our quicker Matinho, our other quicker Abalde, and then we have 3 freelancers, which are Ruben and Morty. Ruben from Piropatos and Morty, who used to play for Piropatos from Coruña. Yeah, Shield anti-Kete player and Kete player. They are 2 very young players from Coruña. One of them is former player of Piropatos and the other is player for Piropatos currently. And then we have Sina from Zonenkinder. Yeah, you knew that already, Stefan. This is why you were insisting on me telling you the.
Yes,
So I would name Sina.
yes.
Okay.
The goddess of Jugger.
Best stab. Best stab of.
Best stop of
Yeah.
yeah.
What a made up
But
shit.
she has no real competition, right? So
Yeah.
There are no other good stop players. There were no other good stop players attending on that tournament. They were all shit.
Only there was Zurano at this tournament. He would have deserved this diploma so much, but what a pity. I guess it was fair that Sina got this for sure.
So
And
you,
at
you
least
think,
at least she was clever enough not to break her weapon while moving the jack.
Yeah, at least I was smart enough moving a jacket, all not like you, standing right beside the enemy clicker, and then it's just we're losing the point because of this. You're not playing the jacket away.
okay,
Yeah.
guys, I'm sorry. It's 5 p.m. The salt factory is closing. We have to move on. But what didn't Avalde play stuff in the tournament?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, he played only against weak teams. He was
Okay.
he played as freelancer for FDK for Frankes Pavos, and he only played as Bonfer against weak teams, or when
Because-
the match was over.
Anton gave me a brief speech yesterday about how good of a staff Avalde is against longswords.
Well, he's a good player. He's a good player.
He's like the ultimate fanboy from Avalde.
But you can use him as a pumper. I played with him
Against longswords, for
that's
sure.
okay.
Actually, Avalde is surprisingly effective against shields and longswords for
Yes.
reasons that are beyond my comprehension, because
Yes.
I just don't see how he does it, but he simply works.
He-
And on top
he
of that,
has
he's
a really
one of the
good-
best quickers I
Yes.
know. So
Yes.
we're really covered there.
Against
Really.
longswords, he's really quick and knows how to cover his wrists.
Okay. Let's speak about the group again, not about
Okay,
the
yeah,
Okay, sure.
Of course,
you
so
think-
I
you
I
think,
already said who we are bringing. We are 6 players. Okay, with 1 chain, 1 antiquete, three players for positions for inside positions, and 1 quicker. Avalde can be quicker too. So I think the match against Midnight Fighters was very even and very interesting in Spring Cup, where we played in the round of 16. I think we lost by 2 or 3 points in the end after being tied 5-5. We ended up losing 5-8, I believe. And it was really interesting, very tactical, with lots of crossing, counter crossing, and I think we learned in Valor. We learned our lesson from that match, and I hope we aren't making the same mistakes again, which were very tiny concentration mistakes, or finding the right guy, or focusing things we shouldn't have focused. So I believe we are not all that far away from them. Okay, that match proves that we are not all that far away. It's true that the lack of replacements, because we are only 6 people, so tiredness can be a factor, and only having 1 chain and 1 anti-chain can be a factor too. So we might suffer from this, but I hope we can at least give a good match here, and maybe, I don't know, maybe win.
I think so. Because if you can kill faster Emi, the antiquete, I think you can broke the line easily.
Yeah, I think you guys have a chance for an
Yeah,
upset.
but kill
But
Emi.
it would be an
kill
upset.
Emi is kill Emi is the antiquete is really hard to kill him. It's really hard. It's really good player with the Kete. So if you can do crosses or counter crosses or something like that, or false crosses, and move the line in of Midnight Fighters, I think you can win. You can break the line and win easily. I think.
If you watch the match, it's on YouTube. You can find it.
For Essensi, everything is win easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
Why
things
not?
work,
If
You win.
okay, Baldwin, if you can move to Almoradí and get into ninjas, I think you can win easily. Actually.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, why?
You can check the video on YouTube of the Valar Morgulis Midnight from second Spring Cup, and you can see there's a lot of courses. There are courses, I think, in every single point. There are almost no points where we just head
They do.
4-4, and they because Valar tends to give possession to the other team in exchange for better positioning of our players. So we really tried to do this to get the right pairings we wanted, to get advantage. But and they are a pretty aggressive team that reaches the middle and kind of fences against the other team, just moves forward and makes pressure. So we are used to react to this kind of play by playing we just give possession and we play defensively. We look for the mistake in the other team. We play more of a controlish role there, but and it was working fine. But we made some stupid mistakes there most of the time because we overextended and things didn't work as planned. And I think if we can work on this, which we will, I think we can make it. We can make it. Okay.
Yeah,
because chance for an upset. Chance of you beating them?
I would rate them 60-40. I believe in their favor, of course.
I think you have a good shot for the money. Like
that's
it's really
high,
possible.
actually.
It's possible.
There are more teams in this group, of course. Tribu Maud, Blancanieves, and Gina Donuts. I think they are one step below, but we can't really. I've been warned about Tribu Maud that they are a team who is very aggressive, who reaches the middle also and plays super aggressive. They are good on 1 versus 1, so we have to be careful about this and try to play the control role, as I was saying before, and try to make the point from there, trying to use our one-on-one. We believe we are better on individual terms, and we have been playing together for a long time already, so I think we can focus on this to beat the match. Of course, I don't think any of these three teams can beat Midnight Fighters either, so I hope, for my personal interest, that Valar Morghulis and Midnight Fighters will come up in first and second position.
Yeah,
so
Tribu Mahmoud will be third?
I think so. I don't know who is Blancanieves and who is Gina Donuts. How is their level compared to Tribu Maud? I'm sorry, I'm not well informed here, so I can't really make any appreciations regarding. But yeah, I think Tribu Maud should come at third.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that interesting actually. I think I'm not sure.
Stefan, you have a message in your Facebook.
Oh, I have. Interesting. What about Group E?
Okay, Group E. Okay, this is interesting because Helsing is a team that has been on Jugger for like 4 or 5 years, but they have always suffered of the same problem. Whenever they had a good player, that player would get rid by a bigger team, and they would be again on the shit again, and they would have bad results again, and they have always been on the lower spots in the tournaments, even though they have players who have been playing for like 4 or 5 years. So it was really kind of a pity. But now they had very good results in the 2 last national tournaments. In the Spring Cup, I think they ended up in the top 10 or something like this. And
in the 6th place of
6th spot. That was pretty impressive.
But that's really interesting. Like, I remember facing them in the Autumn Cup last year, and that was shit of a game actually. But you told me afterwards. I think it was in Winter Cup you faced them, or in Spring Cup, or whenever. You told me that they changed their behavior and that they were behaving really good, and yeah.
Yeah, it was never
really
so
promising.
much a matter of behavior, because it's more like maybe sometimes they had some problems or behavior, nothing strange like what every team has, but since they weren't winning very often, nobody really made a big deal about it. I mean, when you are not playing for big positions, people like don't make such a big deal about whether you cheated here or there, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much about that. I played them at the Atom Cup, and one of their players threatened one of my players. So it's
yeah, they have this chain player who is a little bit emotional in matches. Gets too emotional.
I didn't like that very much.
Yeah, I had some troubles with him too, but okay.
I'm not talking about him actually. I'm not going to disclose who here is offering a B team, but yeah, it was not cool at all, and it was a shame that the referee was like he was a young guy. I think if that happened with like a serious referee, this is a get out of the tournament card.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
sort of monopoly card.
In the Spring Cup we play against them, and it wasn't a good match, or we have a lot of cheat, a lot of against
Very.
Ninja was a strange match. I remember.
Yeah,
Let's stop shit talking, teams.
yeah, we should stop talking.
yeah.
This is not what
What do you
this
think?
chat
Okay,
is for.
what about who's going to advance there? What about Smoking Wargos? I remember
Okay.
at the tier they were doing quite a good thing there. They added Belaya and Tukus for whatever reasons, and they were doing quite well there.
No,
Yeah,
actually, Belaya and Tukus are part of the team. They were
Oh, okay, okay,
they were
okay.
adding Abel from Plan B as a chain player.
Yeah, he wasn't the problem for me. I think.
I think
think I
Belaya and
had him
Tukus
in.
were actually the problem for us.
Yes.
They really break us apart because whenever they would get one clean hit, they would kill all the line in a matter of tenths of a second, very fast, and they were very effective at this. And I see this every Sunday on training. They are players who are very fit in a physical sense. So whenever they have cleaned a player in their line, they are very fast at appearing in the other lanes and killing the whole team and making the point all of them alone. So you have to really play the control role against these two players if you want to succeed and against Smoking Wargos. So who will be on second position? I think it will be Smoking Wargos because I believe they are superiors to Helsing. But
Yes, I agree. I agree.
I think, of course, I think Helsing has improved, but I don't think they are at that play level yet. I think Smoking Wargos will secure their second spot. But since they are a team who hasn't played too many tournaments in the last year, they have started playing tournaments more regularly recently. They don't have this second string team position secured. So this is why they are paired down. As you can see, they are the 15 in the group. So yeah, sorry. So I think they will come out second position, and Helsing normally should be third position. So of course, nobody is doubting that Frankes Pavos the Kiev will be first. Okay,
Yes.
so
I would actually have Helsing
Obviously.
and the elements of the Helsing and elements for getting out of the three, like the third spots.
Yeah, I think I will note down who I think will be the third spot player, the third spots, when we are done with all groups, and we will see who we believe are the two teams that might qualify there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's speak about Group F. Asensi, what do you think?
Magneto Pollos. I heard
Of course.
Magneto Pollos goes really strong in this team. I don't know why, but they go really strong with strong players.
We have seen in the last in Spring Cup and also
beat Pavos.
Yeah, they beat Pavos for third spot, and they had Salva, the former chain of Ciponejos, which to me makes Magneto Pollos surprisingly. I said this already in private conversation.
They have Salva in their team now.
Yes.
No,
Salva.
as far as I know, he's not part of the team yet. This could be false because I don't know what's the present situation. But what I know is that at Spring Cup, he was just freelancer for them, and he kind of agreed to play with them in tournaments whenever they needed him. And what I was saying was that for this tournament and also for Summer Cup, if they are bringing Salva again, they have, for me, the best couple of chains in the world. I don't think there's another team in the world who has a right-handed and left-handed chain with such a high level, because Salva is undoubtedly one of the best chainers in Spain, and Pablo Ballesteros, the left-handed chain, is, for me, in my opinion, he's comparable to Toby from Rigor Mortis in skill level as a left-handed chain.
Yeah.
To me, they are the two best left-handed chains I know.
Yes. What about me, man?
You are disgusting, guy.
You should work on your best stuff.
No, I was surpassed by Cena, so there's no way for me competing anymore.
Yeah, you were a tier and you didn't even win the best stab.
Disgusting.
Stefan, you actually know that in the DM, Frankes Pavos is taking Cena with them?
Are they?
No.
Yeah, I think they need 11 people. You know, there aren't enough girls in that team. Like you have the girlfriend of Thurano, Nestor, and you have Baldwin there. That's already 3 girls. You don't need more.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Let's keep let's keep going.
Let's close the
just
Thought
ignore this.
Factory, please.
I think okay. I can speak.
Okay, who else is going to qualify there in Group F?
Okay.
I
Group,
see the
second?
teams there, and it's not really impressive. Okay,
okay. Is Seal Souls a mix between Soul Breakers and Focamonjes? Do you know something about this, Asensi? Who is this team?
Team Hunter. Team
No,
Hunter.
Seal Souls.
Seal Souls. They are the B team of Valkyr.
Oh, okay.
But they are Valkyrie.
Because the B
No.
team of the B team of Valkyr has separate of the Valkyr club.
Oh, okay.
So they are the same team, practically the same team, but with new players and something like that. But they are basically the B team of Valkyr.
Valkyr B used to have a very promising chain, which I liked very much. What happened to
Carlos.
him? Is he
Carlos.
now? Yeah, Carlos. Is he now on Seal Souls or is he
No,
in Valkyr team?
I heard is in Valkyr A now.
Okay,
He's in
so
Valkyr.
he's playing for Valkyr team.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
But I think the second team in this group, I think it's going to be Team Hunter.
Really? Okay, I've seen
Yeah.
them. Maybe it's a long time ago. I've seen them, but what I've seen wasn't that promising actually.
Because they play really good
No,
in the spring camp.
okay. And do you
Okay.
think they can beat Innosapos? Innosapos is a team with a lot of experience too, who has been around for years already.
I think they can win easily again.
By far.
Actually, I
By
can
far.
agree that these two teams will hold second and third spot for sure, but
Sí.
I would rate the match pretty even. Like either of them could win. So we will know who will secure the second spot to advance into round of 16. So for Group G and rounding it up.
Group G. Okay, it looks like this is something for Manu, obviously, because his team Cejota is written above Tercios. So maybe you can talk us through it.
Okay, so actually we are so rich. We got a sponsorship from Tercios. They are like making publicity for us. No, I think it's just like, okay, since Tercios has been winning so easily, they were thinking about getting our name there to see if they can like impair themselves. Like, do you know when you train with weights in order to be stronger when you lift the weights? So they actually associate themselves with my team only to do that, only to be like, oh, now we have this impairment, we have to get over, and we will be a better team after that.
Okay,
No, I think
you
it's
are making the joke too long now. Stop that. So, Club de Jugger Tercios Españoles, hence the C and the J, will of course secure first spot.
What?
What will happen to Ravens? Will they beat Macizo Galaico? Actually, is Macizo Galaico some kind
Who's
of
this?
remix from Galicia? If it is, I am not aware.
Who are them?
I don't know. Actually.
I don't know.
Okay, it looks like what? I
Maybe
don't know.
it's
Shadro.
I don't know.
They could be people from Cantabria too, but I'm unaware if it's a remix team from Galicia. If anyone from Galicia is watching this and it is a team from Galicia, I really apologize. I'm really
Kick him
sorry.
out.
And
You really should kick me out.
Astro.
No, I don't know who they are, but I don't know I know Roy is playing the Summer Cup, but he's in the Meister team and in the Meister group. sorry.
No.
In the group, not in the team.
He's in Ninjas, Roy.
Roy is playing Ninjas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, yes, so he's in that group. And yeah, now, I don't know
Which
who's
team is
playing Macizo.
Astro Shades do Jagger? They are from Galicia too?
I have no clue. No, I don't think that sounds more like Catalonia, but I have no clue.
Too many X's.
So
Okay.
I think it should be Ravens just because they have a strong lineup and that they are most well known, but anything could happen because I have absolutely no clue of the level or who is playing in these two last teams. So I'm gonna assume it's Ravens in second spot, and then it should be Valkyr. But again, since I don't know who is Extra Shards and who is Macito Galaico, anything could happen. I don't know. I think it will be Valkyr. Also, if they have Carlos, that's a big spot for them because I found he's really talented. I declare myself fan of Carlos from Valkyr.
Fanboy, huh?
Totally. Super nice guy too.
Okay,
Okay,
from the third spot, who's going to advance?
I said Valkyr, Stefan.
No, from all the other.
Okay, let's round up group by group. Okay, so for Group A, our bet was on Berracos first spot, Vinato second, Dragonstorm third. So for Group B, it was Ninjas, Jagermeister, and Elements. So for Group C, it was Ciponejos or Spaggers. We weren't clear on that, but we said that third spot should be for Desertores.
Yeah.
For Group D, it would be Midnight Fighters or Valar Morgulis, favorite for Midnight Fighters normally, and third position for Tribu Maud. Group E, it would be FDK, followed by Smoking Wargos, and third position for Helsing. Group F, it was Magnetopollos, followed by Team Hunter or Hypnosapos. We are unsure about the outcome of this. And for Group G is in the same order they are rating. So first position for Tercios Españoles, second for Ravens, and Valkyr on third spot. So from the teams on third spot, I think the strongest ones will most likely be either, Elements. The remaining one between Hypnosapos and Team Hunter. And maybe Dragonstorm. I don't know.
I'm such a Desertores fanboy. I think I'm such a fan.
I think Desertores too.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking Desertores.
I just love the dude. What was his name again? I forgot. The dude with the beanie, with the left-handed shield thing.
Smoky Wargos.
No.
Sorry. But he's on Ninjas now. He's not anymore on Desertores, right?
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Asensi is not sad at all to have Bakros.
Okay.
He went to Ninjas easily, you know?
Yeah. He's easily in Ninjas. Easily.
Pretty smooth.
Okay, so I would actually say Desertores and Helsing.
Okay, I was told by Carolina that the team we were speaking about was two people from Ragnarok and one from Vigo. So it's Raposo, Hans from Galicia, not Salva, Nico, Jose Luis from Murcia, ex-player of Tercios B, Antonico also from Tercios B, Lucia, which I don't know who is Lucia, there are a lot of Lucia, and Carolina too. Also, Extra Shards, the Jugger, they are from Asturias, and some people from Zaragoza and some people from Lleida. I'm sorry, Carolina, I know you wrote this 30 minutes ago, but I only checked Facebook right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's speak about who are you going to anticipate for win this shit?
Ninja Sicily.
Yeah, I would say Ninja Sicily.
Hey, Asensi, tell me, where are you? Since you are the only relevant player from a good team here, depending on that tournament. How do you? Who do you think is going to win?
You know you're only offending Baldwin with this.
Okay, you could say that you are offending Midnight Fighters in an indirect way.
Asensi, what do you think? How good will you succeed, and who's going to win?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't.
We all don't know. That's the point, Chucky.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say.
Okay, who would you say will have? Because predicting the winner is not as exciting, but first, second, and third spot in this tournament.
Ninjas 3 times.
Second and third.
Not talking about first place. That's definitely.
No. Actually, I would like to talk about first place because I think the 11th time is the charm from Frank Espavos. No. Okay. I'm not joking. I'm actually serious here. I cheer for Francos Pavos.
Of course,
You
we
know
all
you
do
cheer
about it.
for Frank's Babos. I cheer for CJ whenever we play outside, but there isn't like the fairy of the wishes. Like, okay, no,
I
no,
think the
it's far
the second
more.
spot is
Frank's Babos
for
has a chance, but-
for FDK, and the third I think maybe for Magnetopollos or Ninjas, maybe
Easily.
easily. But I don't know because
do you think
the-
if you were to play a semi-final, let's assume that Tercios and Francos Pavos are on the same bracket, and therefore you are in the same bracket as Magnetopollos, and you have to face them in the semi-finals. Do you think you can win this match?
I think this not this time.
Without
I
Mike?
think-
Sounds hard.
without Mike,
That's Sandro.
we have
With Roy?
Without the Chino.
without the Chino, without I think Bakros is playing
You
in
don't
the
have-
Sartorius this time.
You don't have Andres Jojung?
Why
No,
is
not this
Bagnos
time.
playing? Asensi, why is
I
that?
think
We are go-
I think they
Oh.
he's in the Sartorius in this team in this tournament. I
All the
think.
little ladies
I'm not sure.
will miss his Ask Star, his Asian Ask Star.
Yeah.
Stefan,
Or Korean.
actually, Stefan, there's an open position in Ninjas as the Chinese of the group. You should totally join.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like to. Give me some money and I'm totally in and I would just wreck some asses.
Yeah, it's more about you posting gay pictures on Ask more than playing Jagger. But
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You can do this.
I would really love
Post
to
gay
join.
pictures to ask. We now know the interests of Asensi.
No.
Okay, now, okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to make a really bold prediction now.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
think I root for. I think that Pollos will win this tournament.
Pollos.
Yes.
If they are having Salva with them, you mean,
Yes,
or
of course.
without
Of course,
Salva?
yeah, that's of course. If they're having Salva and if they're having the left-handed dude there, and if they're having their strongest lineup, which should be viable because it's just around the corner there, then they're going to win this.
okay,
Okay.
I would say first
Wait a
position.
second. And Stefan, second and third spot?
Second, Tercios. Third,
Ninjas.
FTK.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do
Dika.
this. We can all say what our prediction of the first, second, and third position, who we think will win. Okay, and in the third episode, whoever gets the worst result, like gets not even a single position right, has to do something. And what he has to do, we will decide it on an open pool on Jagger España. What do you
Okay, yeah, this is a really good
No!
idea. Not
No!
Jagger España or Jagger Worldwide.
think? Okay, Jagger. I don't know.
Okay,
We will see.
yeah. This is a really good idea. I love this idea.
Okay, I want to change my prediction. Sorry.
I wanted to be like the guy who was right all along. If by the small chance, but now that you are betting something,
Okay, I will put a pair of balls in the table. I will be the first one. I will say first position for Francos Pavos, second position for Tercios Españoles, and I will say third position for Berracos. Okay, so it's recorded. Now I can change my vote.
Sensi's face slowly going down.
Look,
Okay, Sensi, your prediction.
Okay,
I think
as
the first Tercios, second FDK, and third Magnetopollos. I
okay.
think.
Manu.
I have nothing to add to that. I think it's the right prediction.
But you have to make a different one.
No, I don't have to.
Of course.
I would say Tercios and FDK, it will depend if they cross in the semifinals, like in the spring. Then FDK can even lose again to Pollos, I feel. But I'm going to say that they are not going to. I don't know. Okay,
Well,
first,
just say your
first
three
spot,
positions,
Tethios.
man.
Okay, dude, let me talk. First spot, Tethios. And okay, let me see the teams to have like a.
Come on, dude.
I'm going to go hard on this. Second spot, Pollos, and third spot, FDK.
Okay.
Okay.
Stefan, as the foreigner, we give you the last chat.
First spot, Pollos. Second, Tethios. Third, FTK. I'm sticking to this. I'm sticking to this.
Okay, I like this. I will check and write down when the video is up. I will check our votes and I will write them down. And after the summer cap, we will see. We'll see. I'll open a pool when the video is over. I'll open a pool and Jugger Worldwide to see what we have to do as a punishment. Whoever gets the worst result.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we should put like options. I'm not doing shit like eat a rat live on
Yeah, put some option is quite a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think that rounds up our prediction for sixth summer cup. Should we close this now?
Yeah. You can close
Okay.
it if you want.
Okay. Well, first of all, Asensi, thank you very much for joining us today. It was a great talk. I remember to everyone watching us now, there was a previous episode, episode 2.0, where we made an interview to Asensi about his documentary, I Am Jugger. His travel to the United States to interview David Webb, his trip to Sweden, and all the things related to his documentary.
To anyone that thinks that we are fucking pigs that never change clothes, it was the same day. So.
So running up, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed this international Jugger Talk, and we hope to see you again. If remember, if you lose the ballot, you'll have to be here again doing your.
No.
Of course.
We will have a small video just to whoever loses the vote.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
only
I will do a video in United States with David Webb doing the
Amazing.
By the
amazing.
way,
with
for
me.
Okay, you can do
if
the
Asensi loses the bet, we all have to pay a crowdfunding for him to do the video. All right?
Okay.
This is how it works.
But
Okay,
you have to record
enough.
it in Hawaii.
Enough of these dank memes.
In
We are
Hawaii on the
very
beach.
exploiting.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and thank you to everyone joining us. The video should be available on YouTube soon. See you. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.